Combining like terms. Well, what is a term? Well, in algebra, a term are elements that are separated by plus or minus signs. And terms can be a combination of letters and variables and coefficients. So in this example on this page, we have 4 different terms right here that are separated by, in this example, plus signs. Let's take a look at this example here. How many terms do you see? Well, there are 3 terms in this example, which are separated by a plus and a minus sign. In the example right next to it, there are 4 terms in this example. Here we have 2 terms. In our last example, there are 5 different terms which are separated by either a plus or a minus sign. Well, what are like terms? Let's use some fruit for an example. Here I've got 4 apples, and I'm going to use the letter A to represent the apples. Here we have bananas, and I'm going to use the letter B to represent each banana. Well, since these are all like terms, they're the same, we can combine them. So I could actually call that, we have 4 A's. So I could combine those and call that 4A. Here we have 3 B's. I could combine those. I've got 3 B's. Like terms are terms then that have the same variable raised to the same power. So here we have 3y, 1y, and 12y. They all share the same variable y. So we could actually, if we wanted to, we could combine all of these and just simplify it as 16y. All right, let's look at this example. First of all, let's see how many terms we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different terms. And let's see if we can combine any of these. Here we have a t, we have a number, we have 2t, and 5t. Well, we could combine all of the t's together. So this is 1t. Remember, if there's just a variable with no coefficient in front of it, 1t is the same as just t. So we have 1t, and then we have 2t and 5t, so that would, you could combine all those terms to 8t. And then we could also combine our numbers. So this would actually simplify to 8t plus 6. In this example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different terms. Let's see if we can combine anything. Now remember, they have to share the same variable. Here we have 4y. We have an m, a number, 3y, and 3m. Well, let's combine the m's first. We have 1m and we have 3m. They share the same variable. So that would be 4m's. Then we could combine the y's. We have 4y's and 3y. That would be 7y. And then you could combine your numbers. Well, we only have 1, so it would just be plus 5. So if you were simplifying that expression, it would be 4m plus 7y plus 5. Let's look at a few more examples. Here we have 2x plus 5 plus 6x plus 3. So we have 4 different terms. We have a 2x and we have a 6x, so we could combine that. They share the same variable. That would be 8x. And then we have 2 numbers which we could combine, which would give us 8. 8x plus 8. In the next example, we could actually combine all 3 of these. We have 3 different terms, and they all share the same variable b. So 7b plus 1b plus 1b would be 9b. In the next example, we have 3 terms. We have 8y and 2y. They share the same variable, so that would be 10y plus the number 6. The next example has a couple different variables. We have 4n, 2p, 15n, 4n, and a p. Let's do the n's first. We have 4n, 15n, and 4n. We could combine all that together and we would have 1923n. We could combine the p's together. We have 2p and 1p. In our next example, we have a number. We have 3w plus 3. Well, 3w, can't really combine that with anything else, but we could combine the numbers, plus 10. In the next example, we have 4 terms, and we have 7t, 5t, and 1t. We could combine all that together. We'd have 13t plus the number 6. In our last example, let's combine our h's first. So we have 6h, we have 2h. Combine those, you would have 8h. Then we have another variable here, m. Let me just change color. So plus 7m. You can't combine that with anything else. And last but not least, we do have 2 numbers here that we could combine. That would be plus 7. So it's real easy. That's how you combine like terms.